It's not a little edit.
Yeah, it's good that is. Oh, some sick skids, bro. Sick clouds, mate. Mate, it looks so good, doesn't it?
Just need to get our proximity down.
Door to door. Forgot to tell you, didn't I? I bought these because I finally bought some chrome window tint.
Oh, well, without
Telling you.
Without getting me some.
Well, yeah. They do sell it at Halfords that I was going to go up and buy some. Basically, I think I'll get absolutely jackknifed by the police if I put them on the side windows. Right, we're here.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Hello everyone. I keep looking at that bastard screen, isn't it?
I think with this you probably can because it's so far away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
hang on.
you can get away with it.
Where's me Monkey Londons?
Where's me Monkey Londons? Don't piss him off. Hello everyone. Today we're going to do a little bit of a question and answer thing. A couple of days ago I posted on Facebook for people to leave their questions. We'll answer them in this video. I did say that there was any troll questions were going to get ignored, but as it's the internet, troll questions happened, and we're probably not going to ignore them this time.
Rob, I did get your message. I will answer it for you.
Well, shall we start with that one then?
Yeah, actually, I can't even remember what it was.
So Rob Cousins asks, did you, Perry, paint match the cars off your beard or pubes? My pubes are actually like a really dark black. I don't know where the ginger bit really comes from because even my hair's slightly darker. So yeah, it's the beard, the pubes didn't happen.
Comment if you want him to prove that.
So yeah, so that's thanks Rob, you dick. So we posted questions on Facebook and Instagram. So we're going to go down the list, hopefully like start from the top, answer them, and then just see how much of a set of arseholes everyone on the internet is.
Well, that's not one of the questions that we're trying to answer, is it?
No.
Joe Ross, this is the first question we got, and I think a lot of people have been asking this as well.
Yeah.
Where's the RX-8 gone? So Sean, as you know, was part of Slip Wheel last year. He's still got the RX-8 and he does still drift. If you watch the last video that we did at Pod, he's there with us, he's drifting. He's done quite a few days this year, hasn't he, up at Pod? So,
he's done more days than we have. Yeah.
So he's still about, and we still live near him and we're still good mates. But he's just not orange. So,
yeah, basically.
He's got other commitments now, and he's building a Rocket Bunny RX-7, and he's had a kid, and just, yeah, so...
The RX-7 is going to be on the channel at some point.
Once he's sorted his wheels.
Yeah, we're just waiting for the wheels to get sorted. I think he had some barrels turn up. I think the faces don't mate or something like that.
Yeah.
So he's got to sort that out. And then once all that's together, I think the last piece of his puzzle actually is those wheels. So as soon as he's got those wheels done, we'll get that on the channel. Next question from Alex Bate. He says, are the car shop glow lights really worth it? I would say it completely depends on what you want, because at the end of the day they are just a set of lights that do silly shit. So if you're not really into that and you're quite happy with like OEM stuff, then stick to that. But for me, like I thought they looked awesome, so in my mind they're way worth it, because I just love all the different settings that they've got. I think they make an old car look more modern.
Yeah.
Like Ash with his Sora, I can't remember what year his Sora is, but it's like a really, really old Sora, and he's just got his fitted, and they're awesome how the indicators strobe.
Oh, really?
Stuff like that. It's got loads of settings on it. So yeah, as far as I'm concerned, it's a lot of money, but if you're in the market for it, I would say yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I think they're pretty cool. I'd like some for mine, but I've got a habit of breaking them, so
yeah.
Monkey London style. Sorry, Toby. I'll yeah.
I'm not sure Toby watches our videos, mate.
It's too...
Toby, if you're watching, mate, just put a comment below, because if there isn't a comment within a week's time, then we're calling you out.
Next one, Lee Orcott, our good mate Lee. Is it possible to do a drift day without breaking your cars? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Yeah.
I mean, well, thinking back, what drift days we've done where we've crashed? Well, obviously, working back, Pod, I had a bit of a crash.
Yeah.
Rockingham,
Crash.
you crashed.
Yeah.
And you crashed into Lewis as well.
Yeah.
Pod, ripped off most of our body kits.
Yeah, that was down to the water though, really.
Yeah, it was the
It
water
weren't
on
really,
the track.
weren't really a crash.
No, it wasn't a crash. But, yeah, unfortunately.
Even Cov Motorfest.
Oh, yeah, fucking
Crash. We both hit the fucking concrete with that one.
Yeah.
I think you can. Like, you have to be probably a better driver.
than we are.
You actually be an actual good driver to be able to not crash.
Yeah.
But it does seem like a lot of people do. I think we're more prone to crashing because our aero comes off.
Yeah,
people would class that as a crash, but it's not really.
Yeah.
That's basically it. So yeah, I'm sure you could.
One day we will. You'll see. even when we went to Driftland, we both crashed. We all three of us crashed.
Yeah.
We ended up being towed out of the mud. Yeah. So yeah, it is, but you have to be a bit better than us.
Yeah. Basically.
Yeah.
There are so many troll questions on here. It's so hard to get past them. Jiggins, how do you like your eggs in the morning?
How do you like your eggs in the morning?
Apparently it's very important to know.
How can you have your? You can have sunny side up.
Yeah.
Poached.
Yeah. Boiled. Fry.
I had this discussion there. Have you heard of a chucky egg?
Yes.
Yeah, chucky egg.
Yeah.
Like with soldiers.
Yeah.
Liv never heard of a chucky egg before. She called me out on that, but I had to Google it. Make sure it wasn't an old wives'
My granddad
tale.
used to boil eggs so that they were soft in the middle, put them into a cup with butter, some salt, and just fucking mash the shit out of it.
Yeah.
And it was just egg in a cup. I don't know. If that's weird, give us a thumbs up.
It's some old Irish recipe.
Yeah, basically.
Dirk Hinsman, all the way from Germany. Are you planning on some new t-shirts and stuff on your store? Maybe some orange? Yeah.
I think so.
We are. Basically, we a lot of this business is kind of like self-funded. So whether you can call it a business then in that sense of the word. But yes, we are planning t-shirts. We're looking to do a new design, something pretty cool. And yeah, we'll incorporate orange in it somewhere, won't it?
It's all down to money at the end of the day. Like the whole point of it was to hopefully like we'd be able to sell cool stuff to you guys so that it would support us in our driving and stuff. So we essentially work on a basis of we get a product in and we have to sell all of it before we could truly afford to buy the next big thing. It's
all turnover, isn't it?
Yeah. If you check out the store, use the code YT10, get yourself 10% off, and we'll hopefully it'll mean that we can get some new stuff quicker.
Yeah.
Basically.
And oh, sorry, he's not finished yet. He's got a couple more.
All right.
If I ever have the chance to meet you, will you take me on a ride?
Obviously.
Yeah, definitely.
I actually love having people in the car. It's rare that I actually do a run without anyone in the passenger seat.
Yeah.
What was your first drift cars? For me, it was that piece of shit BMW E36 that had a hole in the sump, had no handbrake, so there was a brick in the glove box. Oh, that was terrible. That was properly terrible. That was my first drift car, but I kept it for like one event and thought, oh, fuck this. This is an absolute piece of shit. So then I went and bought that fucking Subaru that never got drifted. I'll put a picture up now. It looked cool, did fuck all, did one like standstill burnout, and it sheared the drive shaft. It looked like it had been machined. It was that clean. So I ain't about that. So then I got rid of that, and then I bought the S14 then.
I got pulled over in that Scooby, didn't I?
Yeah.
I overtook an undercover police car on the way in from work. I borrowed it for one day and got pulled over. But
yeah, that looked cool. Sound. I like that.
It was that slow that I didn't even break the speed limit when I overtook this police car.
Fair play to anyone that's actually drifting Subaru Imprezas.
I love Scoobies.
No, they look sick, and I love them as like the 4-wheel drive version. But like whoever's out there doing like drifting them, fair play. So that was horrible. Not you? What was your first drift car?
Oh, my first drift car. This. This has been my only drift car. I was, quite a few people you may know. I was a bit of a scene queen before. So I've come from the world of stance cars and show cars, and basically, I think we used to be involved with another group, didn't we? And they were all like really into drifting.
Yeah.
And I think some of that wore off. Obviously, I've been interested in it for a while, but then, yeah, when I had the opportunity to sort of, fuck it, let's just get in Nissan. And ever since I've owned it, it's caused me a lot of grief, but I've loved every minute, and I don't see myself selling it. I don't want anything else. I just want to keep this and just keep driving this till it dies, or I die.
You'll probably die. Yeah. No, he will die. He'll die first. Big Nick's from the Minty Fresh boys. He says, when are you guys heading back to Driftland? It's a good question. I think probably the next time we go back is going to be like a private hire day rather than an event. Just so that we can learn the track without any pressure. Yeah. So like all these events, like there is pressure there. Even though you ignore it 90% of the time, it's still there. It's still in the back of your head. So if we're going to go, it's going to be a private day, and we'll ask some people if they want to come along. I think. Yeah, definitely. Like a couple of different groups and stuff, and we'll get like a proper video done out of it. Maybe. Matt Beardmore, some good questions here. If you had to pick one driver to watch this year, who would it be? So it depends who you're going to answer. Like if you're talking about in the UK. Without a doubt, for me, it's Huxley. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Like his driving style is incredible. He's aggressive, great to watch, and the car itself's great to watch. So I really hope. And on top of that, he's a fucking good guy as well. Yeah. So it's nice to support people that you like. So yeah, definitely. Yeah, I really hope that he's going to be in competitions this year, and we'll get to see him. Favourite Tog. Oh, mate, we can't answer this without annoying people. So, no. But it's a good question. Obviously, I think there's a lot of people that we've worked with that are great. Obviously, Matt Bedworth, you've seen the clips from him from last week. Yeah, definitely. Matthew Beast up in Scotland. Scotland. That's going to upset people. Yeah. Sorry. He's a cracking. I don't want to say any more because we'll cut this bit out because I don't want to upset anyone by forgetting to say them. I guess so. But if we do leave it in, shout out to the Blackets. Oh yeah, for Blackets. Like every Wednesday, just there in the cold, in the rain, taking photos all day. Yeah. Big shout out. Thank you guys. Alex Law from Low Origin says, when Qui-Gon Jinn puts his lightsaber through the doors in the opening scenes of Episode 1, whilst on board the Trade Federation ship, Newt Gunray orders the blast doors to be closed. When this happens, the lightsaber causes the metal to glow white hot, right next to Qui-Gon Jinn's hand. How does he avoid skin falling off and or melting? I think mainly what we do need to address is that Alex Law is taking so much time out of his day on that Star Wars Sith posting, like far too much time. Like you need to find someone else to troll online or something, because that's in depth. But what a fucking question though. That is some in depth shit. I think the only possible answer to that is it's a film. Wow, wow, is it? I'll just say he's a fucking Jedi. He can do what he wants. He might have. I think it's worth pointing out that there are many plot holes in the Star Wars franchise. But well done for picking it up. Yeah, that's the first time I've seen anyone pick that up. I've liked that. Fucking hell. Do you prefer the S13 or the S14 and why? That's from Carlzilla on Instagram. Well, this is going to cause arguments. Well, no, because I would say this as well. The 13? Yeah. I love the 14, and I love how it looks now and all that sort of stuff, but this was still the car that I wanted. Yeah, yeah. And I could never afford. At the time, they were like big. They started becoming big money for whatever reason, and the ones that I was looking at were like there's a blue one from Japan that was like fresh import and stuff like that. And I really wanted it. Yeah. But I could never afford it. I was never going to get that kind of money together. So in the end, I went for the S14. Like, all credit to your car. I don't think you've had any mechanical problems with it, bar the
boost hoses popping off and stuff.
Yeah, it was, and
Doing
then I
spot,
went through my loom, but yeah, I think the 14 was like clean as well. I've ruined that, so sorry to everyone. But that S14 was actually quite clean. There was barely any rust on it, but now it's seen quite a few wet days and stuff. It's not doing too well. I would say 13.
I'd say 13 as well.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
All right, another one from Chris. With how everybody seems obsessed with what's wrong with drifting, what do you love about it?
Well,
that's very hard to say.
Yeah, I think I enjoy everything about drifting. There is so much to enjoy about it. I think if you are finding that you're being overly negative about drifting all the time, it's probably best to step away from it.
Yeah,
if you're really not enjoying it to that level,
yeah,
you need to step away, because there's so much to enjoy about it. Like at the Rockingham Drift Day, we had a group of friends. You had a laugh all fucking day.
Yeah, brilliant.
Got to do silly shit on a track together. And it's just massively enjoyable.
Yeah, definitely. I do think that I kind of agree with the point that I think's kind of underlying there, is that a lot of people do seem to get they seem to let other people's opinions and what other people do, let that affect them. So like, oh, drifting's not what it used to be, and you know, so and so's ruined that, and because of this it's ruined this, and it just concentrate on what you want to do. Yeah, just concentrate on what you like. There's no point doing things for other people or not doing things because of other people. If you enjoy drifting, fucking go and drift. If you want to, yeah, I think people should just stop caring what other people think a little bit and just do concentrate on themselves, do what they want to do. Yeah. But yes, more specifically, what I think I love about drifting personally is the mixture of motorsport, like the competitive side, the action side of it, but also the style. You know, coming from I've kind of got a bit of a motorsport background and a show car background, and this is like a perfect blend of it. Yeah, I think that shows in the cars that we build. Yeah, they are almost show cars to some extent.
Not anymore.
not anymore. No. But yeah, there is a lot of focus on style, because I enjoy and we enjoy a lot of the styling, but we also enjoy using them. So it's
definitely.
It's the perfect blend of it's a perfect blend of everything, isn't it? Yeah, it's brilliant.
Yeah, definitely. So for the last question from Craig Ferguson 96 on Instagram, was what got you into drifting?
Well, I'd say we kind of answered this a little bit before. We used to be involved back when we built show cars and stuff. We used to be involved in another group, and they were really heavily involved with drifting. So there was like 5 or 6 other guys, and they were all drifting, and we were the only ones who didn't drift.
Didn't do anything. Yeah.
And then, so that kind of got the ball rolling a little bit, and then I certainly saw the Driftworks documentary.
Yes.
The Outsiders.
If you haven't seen The Outsiders DVD, it's on YouTube for free. Type in The Outsiders and look for the one that's uploaded by Driftworks. Watch that. It's if that doesn't get you into drifting, then I think there's something wrong with you.
Yeah.
It's such a good film. Like I've seen it like fucking 10, 20 times.
Yeah.
Just because it's such a good one.
Yeah.
But I think the love for drifting was probably there already. Like even before sort of knowing people that were into drifting, because it was something that was like it was different. Like when you brought up around cars like the both of us have been, it's usually sort of like British touring cars, drag racing, Formula 1, that sort of thing. And then like you see drifting, it's all smoke and action and stuff. It kind of like it perks your interest a little bit more. So I think it would probably was maybe there a little bit beforehand, but getting friends that were into it was kind of like, I need to do this now. I need to get involved. I want to be driving with them. Yeah. And I think that's quite a big thing of like what we're doing as Slipwheel, is that we're driving as friends.
Yeah.
Like I can't imagine there'll be an event where it's just one of us there.
No.
Or something like that. It's kind of like if we're gonna go and drive, it's gonna be the both of us, and we're gonna try our best to learn to drive together.
Yeah.
So
and not crash into each other.
Yeah.
I love that socials. Even if it's not just us that go. Yeah, there's always people that we know at round and about, isn't there?
Yeah.
People always come up and say hi, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll probably cut that out because it's just shit.
So that's it for the Q&A. This has been very long. Hopefully it was slightly interesting. If you asked a question and it didn't get read out,
We either missed you
or you asked a really really stupid question.
Obviously, there's some bits that we've had to cut out because this has been going on for like half an hour now. So
Yeah,
so we might have.
Hopefully it's cut down by editing time. Hopefully it's been cut down to like closer to 15-20 minutes. But if it is still half hour, fair play for sticking about for that long.
YT10. Well, if you've stayed this far through, use the code YT10 on the store.
Because then we'll know that you're the real OG.
Yeah.
So yeah. So thanks for sticking about. The next video hopefully should be our vlog about Matsuri,
which is next weekend.
Yeah. When you're watching this, Matsuri's on right now. So if you've got time.
You missed us. We were yesterday. We were Saturday only.
You missed us yesterday, but if you've got time, there's going to be Drift Cup on or something. You need to get yourself down there as soon as possible.
Yeah.
But yeah, next video, Matsuri, and
hopefully we won't crash this time.
Yeah, and we are bleached out like fuck.
Way.
So we'll see you next time. Peace.
Yeah.